Welcome back to Skipify.ai's YouTube channel, where we help you turn your data into deals. Today we're going to be talking about finding a property owner's name when you don't necessarily have it for data that you're getting outside of Skipify.ai. So a lot of times people are uploading their own data and they don't have the property owner's name. And when they're trying to upload those files, what we're going to want to do today is pull a property download record to find an owner's name. You could also find their APN address, mailing address, stuff like that regarding a specific property. And then you could add it to your data upload file if you feel that it's necessary in order to get that most accurate information. So the first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to take an example property here and input it into the search bar. And we'll have that selected. What you're going to want to do is then scroll down to the result of that property. And again, you can do this on a bulk level as well. This is just an example. But then you're going to click download records, not skip trace records. This is, because if you're uploading your own data and you're just trying to find that owner's name and you're getting it from an external source, this will provide you the owner's name as well. But if you're uploading your own data and you want to find that owner's name, you're going to want to come here and download the records. So you can download property records, name your file. And once you've downloaded that record, you could head over to your My Data tab and you could just come here and click download property file, not skip trace because you haven't skip traced it yet. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and open up that document. And once you've got that opened document, you'll head over to the My Data tab here and select upload file. If you don't already have it, we have access to a template in terms of uploading and confirming your mappings when you're doing bulk data uploads to Skipify, or even if it's just one property. And so you could download this sample file here and open it. Today, I've got my template here. I have information redacted just for privacy and YouTube policies. We've got this document here. And as you can see, what the information you're going to want to include in your data upload template is first name, last name, property address, city, state, zip, and then the APN if you have it. It's not always necessary, but it definitely helps. And then the mailing address. Sometimes it's the same, other times it's different. It's really up to you. And then you could just keep these two custom fields blank unless you feel that it's necessary to add in additional information there. But I'm going to keep them blank for today's tutorial. So basically now I've downloaded my property file from my data, which is over here. I can download that and I've got mine opened here. Okay, and this is your property download for that property that I had just inputted into the property search tool on Skipify. And as you can see, it provides me an APN number. So I've got the APN number here, I've got the property address here, and I've got the property type, so on and so forth. But then here you can see I've got the owner's first name and last name. If it's a corporation or an LLC or something like that, or a trust, you can find that also under the last name. And then also here you see I've got the mailing address. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy all of this information, and then I'm going to copy it over and paste it into my templated file. I'm only doing one property, so I'm going to delete this. The template includes an example. So you're going to want to make sure if you're ever uploading your own data to delete out the templated example data within that spreadsheet from Skipify, which again can be found here on the upload file. Just click that button there. So I'm going to delete out this column here. Once I've deleted that, I'm now going to paste the property address, city, state, and zip code. So you can see property address, city, state, zip code. So I'm copying that. I'm going to paste it here. And as you can see, I've got that there. The first and last name, I'm going to copy those there, the first and last name of the owner. And now I've got that there. And now the APN number is here. I'll copy that. And then I'll take the mailing address, city, state, and zip and plug that in here. Okay, so once you've got all of that information, you're going to want to go ahead and save this file as a CSV, not an Excel document, not a PDF, a CSV file. And Name it something unique so then you know what to call it or find it. I'm just going to call this property owner name for today's tutorial. And then I am going to export it. Okay, so what you're going to want to do from here is go back over to Skipify. Now that I've got my templated file updated with all the most accurate information that I've gotten from Skipify, I'm going to choose the file, which can be found here, property owner name. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially upload. Once I've got that uploaded there, I'm going to click DNC if I want it. You can include it on all the phone numbers. You could also get the previous owner information here as well. You could also include pre-foreclosure and trustee information if you are on a subscribed monthly plan. We also got demographic filters here for you to include things like age range, gender, most likely gender, I should say, and then relatives' contact information and deceased status. But for today's tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and select the DNC for all of those. And then I would confirm that my file has been uploaded. You'll see here that my file has been uploaded. So I've got the property owner name, CSV, all of that. And then I'll click next down here. This is going to confirm if you've utilized the template, you don't need to really do anything here. This is just confirming the mappings of the CSV file that you've uploaded. So you've got the first name, you've got the last name, address, city, state, so on and so forth. So all of this is matching based on what I'm seeing here. So I could go ahead and click next. Because I'm keeping those custom fields blank, you could just keep them blank for the selection as well. Now here's what's going to show you a templated layout for your upload mappings. If you have a bulk list, there's going to be a lot more examples listed here, but this is just showing you what it looks like when you're uploading it. I'll then go ahead and click next. It's going to show me then the amount of records in the file and all of that skip tracing and so on and so forth. And if you got a payment method already included, you could just go ahead and place your order. And now you can navigate over to my files. And you can see here, I've now got my skip trace file. In order to access that data, in order to get the skip tracing, you're going to go ahead and click download skip trace file, and then you're good to go. And now you can open up that file, get all the contact information, DNC stuff, and go well on your way in terms of closing more deals. That's it for today. That's how you find a property owner's name before skip tracing if you're uploading your own data. Again, you could do this in a bulk format as well if you feel it's necessary. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to us at support@skipify.ai. That's all.